Hi, my name is Nancy Dunlap. I'm applying for the MicroCredential Why Use Tech in the Classroom. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been teaching online for 3 years, and I got my master's degree through an online program. And I've been interested in technology and using technology in the classroom since then. But I have to tell you, I don't think that we're doing it enough or wisely enough in the program where I teach. It's an independent study online program. And I think we're just substituting the curriculum by taking the text from the book and putting it online and letting the kids do the close read and after reading questions. And I'm really looking forward to adding more technology to making our program stronger. I feel like it's a wasted opportunity right now, the way we're doing it. So I've been adding some technology in since I started this microcredential, and I'll tell you how that's going and what I've added, and then what I plan to do also. So, citing many sources in the Journal of Technology Learning and Assessment in an article entitled Learning with Technology, the Impact of Laptop Use on Student Achievement, authors Gulak and Demertis state there is substantial evidence that using technology as an instructional tool enhances student learning and educational outcomes. So it's a really promising resource. Who wouldn't want to use it? Better student outcomes, more fun to read or to assess. Okay, one thing I've done is add these weekly videos where before the students had a prompt that they would write to engage in the activity before they started the reading. And so I would like to take those out, and I've done it with a few now, take the writing prompt out and instead put up a video of myself inspiring them to do the reading for the week in some way, by posing questions, by making them think, by telling them my thoughts about the topic. And so it offers a lot of opportunity here for me to engage with them, which they weren't getting to do before because they're at home online. And also for them to, instead of just answering the prompt, they're writing it as a discussion post, and then classmates are able to comment on the posts of other classmates. So that moves it up the SAMR scale. I think discussion would qualify as augmentation. So I'm excited about that. I took a technology course this summer and learned some tools, and I'd like to use those in as an option for the students to do instead of just reading the close read and the after reading questions. And so some examples are my kids read a creation story, and I'd like for them to use Adobe Spark and write their own creation story, and then they can compare and contrast their story with the story that they read. A podcast they could make after reading the Johnstown flood selection, where they put themselves in the shoes of a survivor of the Johnstown flood. And so this gives them a much better opportunity to really understand what those survivors went through, not just the survivors, but everyone who was there went through, and to understand floods, to understand emergency situations, how people react, and I'm excited to see what they come up with for that. Apollo 13 they read, and I'm giving them the option of doing a test teach where they find resources online about Apollo 13, and then they pull them onto tiles in this technology website that makes a whole lesson out of whatever the topic is, in this case Apollo 13. So I'm really excited to be able to give the kids the opportunity to create their own lesson after doing the reading, and then to have other students look at the lessons that are created. And I'd much rather see what lesson they created than just read their after reading questions. So I'm excited about that. And then the one I like best is the curation activity. For my 10th graders, they read a hero story about a hero whose life, he sacrifices his own life to save the life of others. And so I ask them to curate a collection of hero stories, and then they have to put how each one applies or how each one counts and connect it to the original story they read. And so I'm hoping some of them select to do that because I really want to see what they come up with. And then my 11th graders study Gothic literature. They read Poe. And so before, this assignment is not a choice. Before, they just made some kind of Gothic art of their own. And I never felt like I had a good way of assessing it. I gave everybody an A because it's art, and what am I going to say? So I took that out, and instead now I'm giving them the opportunity, or I'm asking them to create a curation collection of Gothic literature, art, architecture, and then justify each one as part of their collection. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. So those are some examples. I'm also doing, another idea I have is to do end of week discussions where I post a video that's in some way connected to the reading, and then let the kids have the same type of discussion with that they had at the beginning of the week, hoping this brings out more critical thinking skills and connections to the reading. Let me give you another connection to the reading I did for this course. In the SAMR model as a framework for evaluating M-learning, Rommel, Kidder, and Wood state that learning is more than the consumption of information. And the research shows that the potential of mobile devices surpasses enabling the simple information consumption mode. Moreover, there are 3 key characteristics that identify M-learning as a distinct form of e-learning. And so those turn out to be: the learning is personalized, situated, and connected. So it's personalized with what I'm doing now. I feel like I've personalized it by the kids have their own devices, and that's just a part of the program. I hope they're more invested in their schoolwork because of it. The videos that I do are very personal to me. I give them my thoughts on it, and then their responses to it are personal. And the discussion that ensues is personal for each one. The fact that they have choices maybe makes it personal to do this assignment. It's situated because they can do this anywhere, at home in their pajamas, at school, on the computer, in the car. And it's connected in so many ways. They're connected to each other. They're connected to resources online immediately that they can use. And they're connected to the different types of tools that we're using now, as like videos, and then just a response to the video and a connection to the reading in that way. So my success so far: the students have reported that the videos have helped them become more inspired to do the reading. That makes me happy. I hope they're telling me the truth. The discussions need some work. The few that I've had so far, I can see that they're not using enough higher level thinking. They're giving too many answers like "good job" to each other instead of really engaging in discussion. And I think that the resource that's given in this micro-credential with the probing questions is a good one for me to use. So I'm planning to use that, ask questions like, what makes you say that? Or what were you thinking when you wrote this? So also asking them to give more examples and evidence for what they have provided. And there's a really great technology tool also, because they could be asked to provide some kind of technology resource, like another video or an article that they found online, to support what it is that they're saying. So I'm excited to try that out, and looking forward to using technology to make my classroom a better place for kids to learn. Thanks. Bye-bye.